Dollar Tree DIY welcome sign. To get started, I used the Halloween sign that I purchased from the Dollar Tree the day after Halloween, so I got that for 50 cents. Again, just note that additional information on the products used is listed in the description box. I also went ahead and removed that twine string at the end, and I did apply 2 coats of white acrylic paint. I allowed the paint to dry in between. That just went ahead and helped to cover up the previous writing that was on that sign. I also used a small metal wreath. They're sold in a pack of 2, as well as flowers from the Dollar Tree, and paint, a hot glue gun, and scissors. To add an additional bit of depth and dimension, I decided to use a ruler to go ahead and add and draw in some lines. I decided to use black paint, acrylic paint of course. I realized the lines were a little bit darker than I wanted, so I went back and added a little bit of white paint to cover that up. Another quick tip is if you're using a paintbrush often, you can go ahead and wrap that in plastic, which will keep it from drying out while you're working on a project. And I went ahead and worked on the small metal wreath. And again, I just used the flowers that I had on hand from the Dollar Tree. You can cut those off and just glue them into place, or you can wait and do like many people will do, which is go ahead and make your arrangement, put your flowers and your greenery exactly where you want them, and then go ahead and hot glue it into place. That way you have less regrets. I also went ahead and took that metal welcome sign and I painted it with 1 coat of acrylic white paint. And I'm allowing it to dry in the background, as you can see it in the top right hand corner. And I wasn't quite satisfied with that sign, so I went ahead and used an oyster beige acrylic paint that I bought from Michael's, just to go ahead and give that sign an additional coat. And again, when you're satisfied, just go ahead and use a little bit of hot glue to go ahead and glue everything into place. And once I decided exactly where I wanted that wreath on that board, I went ahead and hot glued it into place, as well as that welcome sign. And before I did that, I did go ahead and add a little bit of black paint to the edges of that welcome sign to give it a little bit more of a farmhouse rustic look, or at least a little bit of additional depth and dimension and character. Once I finished and allowed everything to dry and to set, I did go ahead and reattach that twine string so I could hang the wreath or the display actually on my door. And again, I want to go ahead and thank you for staying with us and watching this video. Please go ahead and subscribe to this channel. Visit us on Instagram, Pinterest, and Etsy. And we do post videos each week. And again, thank you so much for your time, and bye-bye.